Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Achim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Hey, this one right here, came across this clip and just wanted to highlight, what my nigga Dean was saying. Hey, these are the two actors from that popular TV show Supernatural, right? You know, they're going around, killing demons and ghosts and shit. His real name is Jensen Ackles, dude on the right-hand side. And he's going to go on to give some insight about the characters of Hollywood, something that they all know, but the people of the public don't, right? These Hollywood actors, they are idols or idolatrous images set up to keep the minds of the people distracted, right? Entertained, not focusing on the reality of the collapse of Babylon, right? Bread and circus, pen et circenses. That's the Latin phrase. But he's gonna admit some truth concerning his fellow actors, how essentially they're all full of shit and it's an illusion. These people are not, y'all. Hey, we grew up, right? We was watching a white man, be incredible on the TV show. This nigga the cowboy, he the last samurai, he in space, he fighting aliens, he didn't, just all we're given to see in the Western world and his media is just him, just doing everything. He's the best thing ever. So, you develop a complex that these people are superior, these people are, better, all this and all that. And especially of the actors themselves. That's why people worship these so-called celebrities, right? Famous, in the basis of that word, to be hungry, famished, right? Well, he's going to give some insight that these motherfuckers they're really not about shit, y'all. They're not about shit. So wake up out that Babylon spell. Let this play.
I fortunately have not, I don't think, had a moment like that I can think of, because I avoid them like the plague. If I see somebody that I admire or that I, think I might act anything close to what he did, I won't approach them. In fact, I have this thing, like, people ask, what are some actors or some musicians that you really admire? And I'll maybe list a couple. They're like, well, why don't you could probably meet them. And I'm like, I don't want to. For two reasons. One, I might act like a fool. Two, they might act like a fool. No, I also don't want that, my perception of them tarnished, and you never know. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep.
What happens when a husband obsessed with...
He said he didn't want the image of them tarnished in his mind, y'all. He's giving a level-headed response. Why? Because these people are shitbags. He said, I might act a fool, or they might act a fool. And that is a very common story. When people, here it is, these stupid groupie bitches, they'll be chasing the tour bus all around. The nigga open the doors, and what you think he finna do? You think, bitch, he about to get what he want from you and send you on your way, right? I've known people, they'll run into their favorite rapper, right? Trying to go run and get an autograph, and security grab them and body slam their ass. I know somebody, he saw one of his favorite rappers out eating, and he tried to, go get an autograph, and he said, man, the rapper got up and ran to the car with his whole security detail, and they skirted off, because I guess they thought he was an op or whatever. It's an illusion, y'all. These people are satanic devil worshippers. They're not authentic people. Just because you saw somebody play Thor in Marvel Avengers doesn't mean that this nigga is honorable. God forbid the woman. Oh my gosh, the women of Hollywood. Oh my goodness, the things that these Amber Heard shitting in beds. Motherfuckers be on their 5th, 6th divorce. These are not stand-up citizens, y'all, by the slightest. Yep. Now I want to start with I want to get this out of James, right? Because we're in this world. We're made to. You're encouraged to worship pieces of shits. Plain and simple. These actors, they're not noble. They're not holy. These guys are scumbags. So they simply set up to help keep you asleep. All right. James 2:1. It says, "My brethren, have not the faith of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, the Lord of glory, with respect of persons." Right. Have not respect of persons. That's a major issue in this world. Oh, because this person has money, what they says is correct. Because this person, has status, I'm gonna listen to them rather than, one of the prophets. Right. That's a heavy issue in Babylon. Respect of persons. This person's clean cut, right? Got all the monies and the honeys. So this is who I'm going to listen to. That's the Heavenly Father doesn't deal like that. Matter of fact, you go to Romans, what is that, 2? For with the power there is no respect to persons, if I remember the chapter correctly. Verse 2 says, "For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing," meaning, a happy, wealthier clothing, right? Well dressed, "and say unto him, Sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, Stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts?" Right, now this is James. He's reminding, this letter's being put together. You can't be partial, right? You can't have respect to persons based on somebody's outer appearance, all right, or their wealth and their status, and because a lot of times they're evil. And in today's cases, y'all, these assholes, here it is, one of these little rappers, he'll go on a whole, motherfucker go on a killing spree, do this and do that. They be talking about free my nigga YMLE, whatever, right? Free Kodak. Man, no, we not freeing nobody. This nigga shot 4 people in the head. But you want him to be free, right? Meanwhile, the poor, which the average citizen, although they might not be sleeping, on the street, we're the lower class. It says what in verse 3? Stand out there or sit here under my footstool. You're not given any respect. You're treated like shit, right? And this is something that some of the followers back then, they were being caught up in that, because you could imagine, that ancient Roman world, right? You had dudes that was, motherfucker come in the city on this big old horse, a carriage behind him, globe trotting. Of course he gonna get the respect of the people, but then you might have somebody, who's down bad. He's on the street, getting shitted on. But that man who's on the street believes in Yahweh Shai, and that nigga who's on that horse don't believe in shit. So he's reminding them not to give respect unto a person because of their outer status, and that's something that in this world these people do heavily. So that when they finally meet their favorite little weak ass act or whatever, their little weak ass heart get crushed because they find out that these guys are assholes and demons. Verse 5, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not the power chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Do not they blaspheme that worthy name by the which ye are called?" Right. These very same people that people look up to in society, these people are assholes. Unbelieving. Many of them, many of these Hollywood women that, we was crushing on and shit, these bitches is feminazis. I'm talking about nigga would have you castrated, especially your black ass. I had you castrated. You know, boot knockers. You get what I'm saying? Carpet. You get what I'm saying? Right? Crazy. Some of them is addicts. You know, you didn't know. We was kids, right? Teenagers. You got a poster of the bitch on your wall or whoever, and they're demons. And that's what he's telling you here. He's low key telling you they're not authentic. And he himself, you know, he a part of the shit. If he really wasn't about it, he'd have been left. So he liked the money too. Don't get it twisted.
I fortunately have not, I don't think, had a moment like that I can think of, because I avoid them like the plague.
This nigga said he avoids them like the plague. He said he avoids his own fellow Hollywood actors like the fucking plague. Why is that, y'all? Because they're demons. These so-called famous people. Let me get, there's somebody's comment. Oh, okay, here we go. Yep, right here. Said he's so not wrong. I met a celebrity I loved as a kid, and he was so rude to me, and it shattered my entire idea of him. I got home and took all my posters down. Absolutely sucked. Right. And I'm sitting there, I wonder if is she gonna say who? People asking who, but she not saying, right? Yeah, because you know, he was walking, he's probably on the phone with his fucking agent. Like how they show you in the movies. They show you that. That's a common trope. He's the motherfucker, they got their shades on, walking with their agent. Then your little stupid ass come up asking for an autograph. And they say, man, get this motherfucker out my face. Right? Shoot your hopes down. Why? Because it's an illusion. To set up to make you worship. To help you conform to the image. Many of the things that we find socially acceptable and normal in today's world, we learn from media, from TV shows and movies. It's a bunch of hogwash, y'all. Let me get, I believe it's in Isaiah. You know what, actually, I'm going to get this out of Ecclesiastes, actually. Because the whole entertainment industry is falling apart any damn way. All right, and it's being revealed that, you know, these folk were not good, genuine folk. You know, there's some amongst them that try, right? And those are the ones who end up dead. The ones who are sincere, you know, that end up in Hollywood, they're the ones who end up with holes in their head. Or their plane falls out the sky, or, you know, some sort of mysterious circumstance, you know, happens that makes them forfeit their life, right? Ecclesiastes 12:4. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of a bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right, the daughters of music, literally the entertainment industry, beginning with the music, right? As you know, as this place is collapsing, all finances will suffer. All the areas you use to make money, ain't gonna be no work out here. They get to implement this mark, you either gonna have it or you gonna not. And as we're seeing, the daughters of music, the entertainment industry is collapsing horribly. The quality of it. All right. So if it's collapsing, by proxy, the people who are involved in it are going to be collapsing internally. Meaning what? They're not good in character. They're not good people. They're full of shit. Here it is, this fuck nigga, you know, that nigga Chris Brown. That nigga is breaking up relationships with them pictures, man. And he don't give a damn. And you bet, man, you now the majority of them hoes, he probably just taking their money, but you best believe he freaking off on some of them. The ones, you know, that's extra fine, right? There's that one there's a couple of them, but I remember there's that one dude, baby mama took the rent money or something, because what he charges like $1,500 to go take them damn pictures, right? And went and gave that nigga the money, because he charged, I think he charges like 1,000 some change, bare minimum 1,000, but maybe like 12, 13 or some shit like that. Motherfuckers is taking they rent money to take a picture with this guy, as if it's a great achievement, and he's a whole scumbag. So when your relationship falls apart, the man leave, right? Kid, he about to grow up in a broken household. Was it all worth it? No. Did he care that he fucking the family up? No. This shit is all it was all an illusion, y'all. like Jensen said, he says, I avoid them like the plague. He says, you might act a fool, or they might act a fool, and goddamn it, they do. These motherfuckers ain't perfect individuals. That's that Babylon bullshit. Motherfuckers look up to these. You got people, you get to talking about their favorite basketball player or whatever the hell, they'll get ready to fight you. You get to talking about the game. That's why I don't really, I'm into the fight stuff, so that's what I mainly deal with. But I keep my reservations to myself about who I like and who I don't like, because you'll get into a fight. I've gotten into, coming up in school, I don't really care for Tupac or Biggie Smalls. I don't give a fuck about either one of them. And to black people, nigga, that's blasphemy. You know how many niggas been trying to, oh, nigga, what? You said what about Tupac? I said, I don't care for him. Oh, man. Oh, see, yeah. Yeah, niggas get to talking that shit. Man, I knew something was up with you, man. I was never, that's gospel to niggas who they listen to. Hey, Edomites, you get to talk about their favorite football player in front of them, foul, they liable to shoot you. Come on, y'all. Hey, let these human idols that were set up to be worshipped, they're scumbags. All right, a regular idol's already bad, but a human idol's even worse. Sirach 11:2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither a poor man for his outward appearance. All right, these people, they're commended for their look and for their status, and it's all a lie, y'all. It's all a lie. They put on so much makeup. They, a lot of the dudes, they'll go get on steroids and say, I've been eating chicken, broccoli, and rice, and niggas a whole lying. You don't put on 32 pounds of muscle in 4 weeks. It's not humanly possible without the assistance of anabolic steroids. Like, what are you talking about? The women, the perfect angle, perfect filter, all this and all that. It's a lie, y'all. It's a fucking illusion. And what you have to do, let me get this. You have to cast these idols off now, y'all. We have to cast away the idols of Babylon, both, inanimate, meaning, physical, just objects, right? Fake ideas, and also these people that we look up to as idols, that we were taught to look up to as idols. Isaiah 30, Isaiah 30, I'm going to start at 22. It says, Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, Get thee hence. Right, and now this is off the back of the verses where it tells you we're going to hear the word and walk in it, right, the truth. Once we come into this truth, y'all, we abandon all the things that we used to hold dear to in this world, right? So, hey, brothers, y'all, brothers, we get to cracking jokes and talking shit, but don't be seriously arguing with a brother about some fucking sport nigger. Man, that brother said, Barry Sanders wouldn't been able to tackle, what's that motherfucker's name? Not the Juice Man. What's that other motherfucker's name? What's that nigga's name? What's that nigga? Bo Jackson? Whoever the fuck. Whatever that nigga, he played football and basketball. Man, that brother, man, I don't know about him, man. He talking about, man, y'all. That's for the people of the world. The people of the world be beefing over their idols. We're not gonna be beefing over no motherfuckers who don't even know we exist. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let it play one more time. Yeah, let's play. He was giving some good insight.
Had a moment like that I can think of, because I avoid them like the plague. If I see somebody that I admire, or that I think I might act anything close to what he did, I won't approach them. In fact, I have this thing, like, people ask, oh, what are some actors or some musicians that you really admire? And I'll maybe list a couple. They're like, well, why don't you could probably meet them. I'm like, I don't want to. For two reasons. One, I might act like a fool. Two, they might act like a fool. No,
Yep, they might act like a fool. Or no, I would say I might act like a fool, or they might act like a fool. And he said, I mean what? Because these people go crazy to, I have stories in my family. Motherfuckers hopping fences, trying to catch up to a nigga car, get hit. Just crazy shit, man. People lose their minds trying to get up under these celebrities and shit. Actors, athletes, especially these women. These women, they give them their bodies up, hoping to get attached to that money. They get nutted on and they get sent about their way. If they do get pregnant, they're scorned. They use the kid as a tool to extract money. It's just a bullshit ass situation.
I also don't want that my perception of them tarnished.
And he's still in that. That's the. I don't give a fuck if he's still a part of the world, so he doesn't want his image of them to be tarnished. We're in the truth, y'all. We don't give a fuck. Fuck these people. So that's about it, y'all, man. Don't put the Kool-Aid down. Put the Babylon Kool-Aid down. Come drink from this bitter cup of the Lord. That's all you gotta do. All right. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham. Rakakurash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all they like to Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom.